been try to do this stuff during nap time, and that's just not happening today. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna incorporate that in today. I gotta do it. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Dwelling Logs. I'm going to try to podcast today with a child in the room. And so if you didn't think you could relate to me before, you can probably relate now if you're a mom. I am going to come to you guys with a podcast today that's a little bit of a repeat theme. About a year ago, I did 2 Get to Know Me podcasts. I did one about my background and one about where I'm at right now. And so the background one, I'm actually going to link, if you're watching this on YouTube, the link will be in the description if you want to listen to it. It's just audio. If you're on podcast and you can't click on a link, then you can go to dwellinglogs.com and go to season 1 of my podcast and you will find it there. So, but I thought that this would be a really good topic to repeat annually because we all grow and we all change. And as I interact and communicate with more and different people online, I want to make sure that you guys know who I am and where I'm coming from and sort of where I'm at. So I thought I would repeat this episode and give you guys a little bit more about me and an inside peek at all of that kind of an angle. I don't even have my book in front of me that usually says like it's Dwelling Logs, and I started it because I want to share things from my home and my heart, you know, to help us be better parents and homeschoolers. So that's the gist of it. I love having Dwelling Logs to be a place where I can come, I can share myself, I can share my ideas, I can share my heart. I have really enjoyed this community. I started Dwelling Logs in January of last year. And it was originally a place that I just wanted somewhere that I could have a creative space and share all the stuff from what we're doing for homeschooling and things like that. If brutal honesty, you guys, I thought maybe even I would be a more creative homeschooling mom if I had somewhere to share it. And that is me being super honest, you guys. Like, that sounds awful. But without someone to share things with, sometimes the effort isn't put in as much. So you guys help me even put in more effort and be the mom I want to be. So I love that. But anyway, basically, Dwelling Logs is just a place that I can talk about Jesus, parenting, mostly homeschooling. I feel like, I don't know, podcasts, maybe a little bit half and half. But it's definitely a place that I appreciate and love. I love the community that Instagram gives, that YouTube gives, even Facebook a little bit. I feel like Instagram is my people are there because it's just amazing to know other homeschooling moms and to see their posts, and you know, you just interact a lot. I love it. I love this online community. I need it. Geographically where I am, I actually don't have a lot of homeschoolers that I can connect with. And so for me, emotionally and socially, it's just like the virtual world is my option, and I am totally embracing it. So I think it's amazing. I think that being in person with people face to face is so important, but where I'm at, I'm so grateful for online. I'm so grateful for you guys. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys just a kind of glimpse of who I am. If you missed last year's episodes, then basically I am a farmer's wife. I live in the Canadian prairies. We farm mostly wheat and canola. And I'm looking out my window. I have a river kind of in my backyard. It's quite flat. Our mountains are kind of hilly. We have lots of wildlife. My husband's also an industrial mechanic, so he does work quite a bit. I have started working from home a little bit since last year. That is kind of new. I always did the farm, like books and accounting, but now I'm working from home a little bit on something else. I also love the farm life. I grew up in a small town, so farm life was a little different, but I love having a big garden. I love preserving in the fall. I'm a little old-fashioned. I would much rather cook the meals and send them out to the tractors at harvest time and the combines rather than go and try to drive a big piece of equipment by myself. That kind of scares me a little bit. So I really love the kitchen. I really love being a homemaker. That is just what I've always wanted. I did go to Bible school after high school, but when I was always asked, like, what do you want to be? What are you going to do for your career? I didn't know. I just knew I wanted to be a mom. And I really enjoyed working before I had kids. I thought it was really good. And I'm assuming that I will be working after my kids graduate again. But my heart has been to be a mom and a homemaker forever. So I think it's great. I do feel like I'm very smart. I know that I'm smart, and I know that I could go to college and I could do things like that, but my calling is at home. And I say that I'm smart, and I do, total honesty, guys, I am like stripping the layers off, you guys, unfiltered. I have always thought I was smart and wise for my age and mature and things like that. But the catch is that every about 5 years I look back and I go like, honey, you didn't know anything 5 years ago. So, and I hope that it will stay that way. One of the things that I'd really love to talk about today, as I tell you guys about who I am and where I'm at now. Hi, little girl. Yeah, as I tell you guys about me, is that I am a person who, I'm almost 32, and I want to be and remain teachable and moldable, even vulnerable. I want to stand firm in my faith and have a foundation of Jesus and biblical thinking. But I don't want to be the 70 or 80 or 90-year-old someday who's very set in their ways and stubborn. I want to be teachable when I'm older. And so I feel like now in my early 30s, now's the time to get those good habits and that healthy mindset of just being moldable and teachable. And so that is one of my goals actually right now, seriously. Like, and when I think, every time I think I'm so smart and wise, I just have to tell myself like, okay, you can go ahead and think that, but remember, you're probably going to eat your words, because I'm already finding that I'm doing that. So anyway, so that is a little bit about me. I do love to analyze situations. I do have a heart for people. I like to empathize with situations and offer words of encouragement. That's part of my thing online here too. I do feel called to encourage people and called to speak good, gentle things into people's lives and to try to care for real. And I think that it is really hard to navigate that sometimes in our world today, especially on social media and things like that. But I think we need more of that. We need more people to go online and to care about people more. And we need to be saying our opinions without caring so much less. There are things that are said online when people just get online, and you'll have friends say things to you on a Facebook post that they would not say in real life. And if they would say it to your face in real life, they probably would say it at least with touching your shoulder or giving you a hug afterwards or something like that. But because it's online, it's very cold and stark. And it's protected from them. They are protected from your hurt face, when your feelings are hurt. And they can say things without perhaps an actual verbal rebuttal. They can control comments on or off, notifications on and off if they're going to hear what you have to say back. And so I feel like one of my goals at my age and what I do, one of my goals is to become that person. And I make mistakes, but to become that kind of person that will be that gentle, genuine person online. And that's really, really important to me. Not just to be some nice, fluffy person either, but just to be very caring about people and realizing that it's real people on the other side of our devices and things like that. So I think that's a great message to share as well. I don't want to preach about it too hard, but so that's definitely something that is on my mind. I'm at a place right now, I feel like, where I just am really evaluating my values, my goals, where I'm at as a mom. I'm very occupied at home, and many of you guys can relate. You're very occupied with homeschooling and your children and parenting, and once COVID is over, all the activities and sports and things like that will come back up again. And so I feel like it's a place in life where we have all that busyness and to-dos, but we also have some reflection time if we take it to be like, who do I want to be? Because every day while we're parenting and doing activities and homeschooling, we can be working on ourselves and have that space to be conscious of what people we are growing into. We're so busy growing little people that sometimes we might forget that we actually have to grow ourselves, but there's a space for that. While you're growing your little people, grow yourself. And I think that's really amazing. One of my goals, where I'm at right now, how old my kids are, like my kids are almost 7, almost 5, and 1.5. And so I feel like I'm at a place right now where I want to be instructing them and raising them to be good people, but I also want to be showing them. And wow, you guys, what a motivation. If anybody in the world has motivation to change and become a better person, it's a mom. It's a mom who knows that there's little eyes watching her every day. And I think that that is exciting and scary, very scary at the same time. But I think we got to take it. We got to see this opportunity and we have to take it. We have to change and be moldable in ourselves as well and become better people. Make sure that we are not saying, do as I say, not as I do. And so that is definitely something that's very heavy on my mind. Something about me, my middle child is medically complex. I've mentioned that before. And so we are a medical family. And last year when I talked about this, I talked about how much we travel and how, our life is flipped upside down because of it. And yes, we do social distance. Like COVID is kind of our wintertime norm. In the summer, we do a lot of outdoor activities with friends and things like that. But COVID rules and regulations are not strange to our home because our child is fragile. But he has also had the most healthy winter that he has ever had. Like ever. And so it is very exciting, and I'm really excited to know what the next few years are going to bring for that, because part of me is like, ooh, maybe we'll get to be a little normal again as far as the social life goes, and maybe not, and that's okay. We are finding our way in that, but definitely that has been a change from last year, and we are so grateful for him, and we love him so much, and we will do whatever we can to support him. We have a great medical team. That side of our lives is challenging, but it's not without its beautiful diamond in the rough moments. So anyways, what else? I adore coffee. I have coffee every morning. It's not morning. This is my afternoon coffee. It's microwaved. Truth. So this may end up being a bit of a shorter podcast, but I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into my life right now and what's up, and just say, hey, put some content out there to let you guys know that I'm still alive. I hope that it's encouraging for you to hear from my perspective, and I hope that I'm transparent enough for you guys to be encouraged and to find it relatable and things like that. So I'm going to link, again, the description to my background below. Maybe, I'll even link my last year's post below as well, since I referenced it a little bit. And then you guys can kind of get to know a little bit more about me and where I'm coming from when you see my other posts. I would definitely love it. This should be like a challenge post. Like, I would love it if more people would every once in a while put a podcast that's just get to know them. Because I think I love listening to podcasts, but it means so much to me when I'm listening to someone to have a lens of who they are to listen to them through. And I love that. So if you're someone who puts out that kind of content, please spam me, because I want to know and I want to get to know you guys as well. I am here for the community. So anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up today because we got craziness happening, but I hope you guys have a great day and a homeschool week, and a good homeschooling week. Hope you guys are winding up for the summer, or if you're year-round homeschoolers, that you guys are going to be taking a break soon, because spring is here. It's gorgeous outside. There's gardening to do and lots of things to enjoy other than bookwork at the table. So anyway, we will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day, and we will see you then. Bye.